Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. Very excited to check out the return of BIBI, who released two music videos, Bluebird and Apocalypse. Now, unfortunately, both music videos do not have captions on, so we'll see what happens. We'll either just talk about the video or I'll find the lyrics on Google. Whatever it is, I'm super excited. If you guys have been watching the channel, then you probably know that BIBI is by far one of my favorite artists in K-pop. So without further ado, let's jump into it. We're getting wholesome BIBI. That's nice.
나에게도 언젠가는 따스한 봄이 오겠죠. 거칠게 휘몰아치는 이 겨울을 헤치고 나는 그때 위에 찻잔을 닦아놓겠어요. 언제든지 나와 쉬어갈 수 있게 말이죠. 기다리며 나 버텨볼게요. 우리 만날 수 있는 그날까지.
That was so cool because nowadays everybody's almost like allergic to staying on the same clip for more than like 2 seconds. Even 2 seconds sometimes feels too long, but because the music video itself is trying to convey the feeling of like hominess, warmness, even though it's cold outside, it is incredibly warm inside with the blanket and everything. I love the fact that we literally focused like a good 10 seconds more, 15 seconds on that one visual of her kind of like contemplating as she's wrapped in that blanket. Obviously, it's a different kind of music video. It's more of a, kind of like a vlogish kind of music video, not necessarily anything bombastic, but I love the editing choice to just stay on that shot for like literally 15 seconds. And she's not even moving much, she's just contemplating. That's really, really cool.
나는 그때 위에 찻잔을 닦아놓겠어요. 언제든지 나와 쉬어갈 수 있게 말이죠. 기다리며 나 버텨볼게요. 우리 만날 수 있는 그날까지. 고독은 날 가만두지 못해요. 아직 어린가 봐요. 아파요. 담배 연기와 가사들 이 방 안에 온통 다 떠다닐 때
Nice.
나에게도 언젠가는 따스한 봄이 오겠죠. 거칠게 휘몰아치는 이 겨울을 헤치고 나는 그때 위해 의자 두 개를 내놓겠어요.
The versatility
언제든지 나와 쉬어갈
of her voice is amazing.
말이죠.
Oh.
바람 타고 날아와 주세요. 나의 파랑새. 항상 여기 있을 테니
Bit of a falsetto.
부딪혀줘 말고 와줘요. 달콤한 시간을 물어다줘요.
And her vocals here are like layers of onion, peeling and peeling and peeling.
거칠게 휘몰아치는 이 감정을 헤치고 나는 그대 위해 좋은 사람이 되겠어요. 언제든지 내게 기대갈 수 있게 말이죠. 바람 타고 마주 나갈게요. 나의 파랑새. 항상 여기 있을 테니 부딪혀줘 말고.
It is such a wholesome song, if the video is any indication, obviously. And I'll guess we'll look into a little bit of what Bluebird actually represents. So we'll do a bit of a search on Google. But like the visuals themselves, chilling with her friends or like her staff, or maybe they're both, just having fun and wholesome. Okay, for a second there I thought it was about to go a little bit dark there. It is amazing how versatile her vocals are. Like all the songs that we've heard from her, all the way back to Casino, BB Vengeance, Giotto, Blade, like the way that BB is basically like a vocal equivalent of a Swiss Army knife. Like the amount of styles that we've heard from her is absolutely incredible, and like her lyricism, even though I can't really speak to it in this moment because I don't know the captions, but I would guess that they're pretty damn good, judging from everything else that we've checked out from her, and like the vocal melodies and like this feeling of like an onion beginning to peel itself in a way as BB showcases another layer and another layer of her vocals. Went into a little bit more husky, a little bit more light and airy, warm. Falsetto, we also got that too. Like it's absolutely beautiful. The humming is so soothing. So there are lyrics of someday a warm spring will come to me too after pushing through this harsh and raging winter. For that time I will polish a teacup so you can always stop and rest with me. So this is super wholesome. It's not just BB herself, but every listener who feels like, you know, it's been rough, you know, the going gets rough, the spring will come. Not literally, but also literally. We see, you know, the cold, the winter that we need to overcome, and everything is going to be okay. So like, you know, wait for that spring day to come. Wait for that. Actually, in a very funny way, we just checked out recently a song by Day 6 called Maybe Tomorrow, and it's like, maybe tomorrow everything will be better. The tomorrow that you've been dreaming of, it will finally come. It may not actually be tomorrow. Maybe it'll take like 100 tomorrows before that day comes, but eventually tomorrow will come and you will not feel so burdened by everything that is going on. So I really, really like that aspect. Not that I'm comparing the two songs, obviously, but just, you know, paying a little bit of respect, I guess, to Day 6, who did another amazing song. Okay, so Bluebirds. There is a website that I found that says Bluebirds represent happiness, love, and hope. This near universal symbolism is historically evident across many cultures. Bluebirds symbolize hope, love, positivity, and renewal. It symbolizes the essence of life and beauty. A bluebird reminds you to give yourself up to the beauty of nature that surrounds you and set yourself free, which is quite fitting with some of the visuals, especially kind of like the ending and her just walking by throughout the video itself. Through the nature that is kind of like in a very harsh, snowy environment, and one day spring will come and all of the blue aesthetic, which is the snow, will kind of like melt away and things will get much less heavy. That's at least how I kind of understand it. So it was beautiful. Let's jump into the next song, which has a very contrasting name to it, Apocalypse. Well, looks like spring has come, much like she was wishing for, or not? Whoa. Love the hair. What? Oh my god, the visual and the wind on her face. Look at the hair. She looks majestic. That's definitely gonna be a thumbnail, I feel like. Let me just screenshot it right now, just so I remember. And let's get back into it. Look at this Adam, did she say? Adam and Eve, okay. Okay. She doesn't turn into Lilith or something, right? She's Eve. But feels like Lilith. Whoopsie. Eve took a bite.
찌릿거는 너와 나의 인생 다 뛰던 입술에
Ah, shit.
맛을 본래 냠냠 끝이어도 좋은 잠자리가 원해 죽는 나의 눈초리가 날 미치게
Somebody cheated?
하는 몸사위가 죄라면 달게 받을게 사과나무 심어줘 내 골반 생명이 싹 트는 숲
This would be a very natural transition to Johto, if the music video was any indication. Even the lighting seems similar. So will she, if she cuts his hand off or something?
원해 죽는 나의 눈초리가 날 미치게 하는 몸사위가 죄라면 달게 받을게 사과나무 심어줘 내 골반 생명이 싹 트는 숲 사랑이란 것이 생기기 전 무엇이 우릴 만들었나 Shit, look at this
Ooh, a green apple this time.
우린 괜찮을 거야 우린 괜찮을 거야 Shit, look at your apple 맛이 궁금하다 그지 우린 괜찮을 거야
Interesting.
우린 괜찮을 거야
Oh. Damn. Oh my god. Holy shit.
다신 없을 기회를 내지 마 손을 잡아 내 허리가 나 탐스럽게 이끈 여기과 실들을 봐
Whoa. Is she like drowning? Because she suffocated in this relationship or something? Damn. She looks incredible. Damn, that's gonna be the screenshot that I will use for the holy shit. I absolutely love this. The song itself, again, like the contrast is so wild. But it's amazing how well her vocals fit every single genre you want to slap on it. Like I wouldn't mind like BIBI collabing with like a metal band next, like that would be incredible. But the visuals themselves were really, really amazing. I love it was a very interesting take on Adam and Eve, something very, very refreshing, I would say, because I do feel like Adam and Eve and taking the bite out of the apple is like one of the most used metaphors there are in music. But she managed to do something a little bit different here because, you know, much like the temptation was too strong, she took the bite out of the apple. They went back into like the real life. It's almost like life in that paradise before she took the bite was like a honeymoon kind of phase. Like they were so happy they couldn't see a fault within one another. Like they completed one another. She took the bite, and ironically, even though she was the one who took the bite, he was the one who cheated. I wonder if like that apple was almost like the green apple was metaphorical. Like as the lyrics, I heard some of it. She said, "Let me go back to paradise" or something along those lines. So it's like, I wish I could take a bite of a green apple so I could go back to cover the mistakes that I've done because I took a bite out of the red apple because I succumbed to temptation, and then it ended up being a bit of a shit show because you cheated on me. Then there's like the relationship just going into like this toxic phase, and then there's a child involved, and there's like all these, you know, feelings of suffocation, like the way the shots were filmed in that apartment. You see her tearing up, you see her trying to be a new mom, and she's just barely able to keep up, maybe because she's the only one who's trying, or maybe he's not even in the picture in that scenario. So that kind of like, if the implication was that he cheated on her while she was pregnant, then that makes it even like more fucking biblical of a toxic fucking waste that the guy potentially represents within the music video. And then she went back to like this heavenly place, and it's like you see like the overlays. It's almost like wishing to rewind all of that, and the song being called an apocalypse. It's almost like the apocalypse of BIBI's life within this music video every time she tries or thinks about taking that bite. and like the visuals turning super cold, super blue, and you see the fish, suddenly that whole set becomes almost like an aquarium of sorts. I'm not sure if it's a specific fish that has some sort of a symbolism. Let me know in the comment section, of course. But you know, it's just her by herself in beside that tree in paradise that is now feeling like a place that is quite literally drowning her as we see the fish. So that was really, really interesting. Like her tearing up, like the acting was incredible, her barely being able to keep up. And then you see the visual in paradise, they're both together, they have a child, but in reality I'm by myself because you cheated or something along those lines. So you know, we all wish of a paradise, we all wish of that perfect thing to happen, and then we made a choice by biting the apple, and it led us potentially towards like something that we didn't expect. Like it almost like a domino effect, like biting the apple is like creating your own apocalypse in some capacity. So there is a comment that kind of like talks about and reassures me of my own kind of like interpretation. There's like a version of BIBI that is like in this paradise, almost like a fantasy land, and then biting the apple is the actual reality, which is the apocalypse. So it says, I love how BIBI continues to use her platform to talk about serious topics. The idea of a woman living in denial versus reality, which is biting the apple, is a powerful topic, especially the scenes. Well, the comment says expressing scenes of postpartum depression and the feelings that will come off that may not be, you know, just you have a child, a baby, and you're not necessarily like this happy new mother, but instead you're depressed, which happens a lot. But also within like the context of the music video, it seems like the whole relationship kind of like went to shit. Like the whole relationship became apocalyptic because he cheated and now she's by herself. She's supposed to be happy, but she's crying because she's so depressed. And like the shit is really, really hard to be a mother who just been through like this fantasy land of having like the father hold the child in paradise, but yet in reality it's like, ah shit, I'm actually all by myself because the boyfriend was a dick or the husband was a dick, and now I'm by myself with this new baby and I'm barely keeping up. I'm spilling shit on myself. I'm trying to be strong, but I'm crying because I'm depressed, but I'm supposed to be happy because I have a baby. And don't get me wrong, I am, but at the same time, it's hard to kind of like manage both of those feelings. I feel like BIBI has done a phenomenal fucking job with conveying that vibe. It was absolutely incredible. And you know, her being at the end of the music video in paradise contemplating about biting that apple is quite literally, you know, trying to stay in denial and like feel as if you're in paradise. Or the bite of the apple is like, we gotta get grounded, we gotta go back to reality and figure out our shit, and you know, be true to ourselves and just do whatever we need to do to survive this, no matter how hard it might be. So that's kind of like the gist that I'm getting. It was an absolutely incredible music video. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this reaction, as always, make sure to like this video. I do see some comments saying that there's like 2 short videos that BIBI released before these music videos dropped. So let me know if maybe I'm off completely, but if you want to touch on anything, feel free to do so in the comment section, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the rest of my reactions to the fabulous BIBI, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.